Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. Today, we're going to make a full overview of RigER with all its features, modules, and possibilities. That will require a lot of information to get, so feel free to ask questions if you have any. We will have 2 Q&A sessions during this webinar where you can ask anything you want. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dasha. I'm marketing coordinator and I will be hosting this webinar for you today. We are very active on social media, so please, if you still don't, just follow us there to keep up to date with the latest company news, events, as well as industry updates. You can now see all of our profiles, so just find us in any social media you prefer and stay in touch. Let me introduce our speakers. Today they are Michael Maltsev, our CEO, and Gleb Kobets, our VP of Operations. Just a quick overview of what we are going to discuss today during this webinar. So today we will try to give you a full understanding what actually RigER is. We will show you all the modules it has and discuss what are the features in each module, who needs to use it, and for what operations. We will show our mobile applications, and you will see how you can control your operations anytime and anywhere by using those applications. You will also see how reports and dashboards in RigER make all needed data available for you at your fingertips. At the final part of the webinar, we will discuss how RigER integrates with other popular oilfield software. And before we start, for those of you who don't know much about us, I would like to make a short introduction. RigER is a flagship product of BelcaSoft Corporation, which is a rapidly growing company offering software development and management consulting services for medium-sized oilfield service and equipment rental businesses. What we do is we help companies become paperless and offer custom solutions for any business needs. And what is very important nowadays, our solutions can be integrated to almost any popular software used by companies in the oil field. And just a few words about RigER as a product. It is a platform that has cloud application you can access through a desktop and 4 mobile applications. Those applications are focusing on different functions of your operations in the oil field. We also have a number of, we'll talk about that a bit later in details, and we also have a number of user-specific or sub-industry-specific applications. They include rental equipment distribution, downhole tool solutions, waste management, flowback, telecommunication tools, and others. On the map on the right, you can see the growing number of the cities where our clients are located. And last month, we were honored by Oil and Gas Awards and nominated as Consultancy of the Year. And you can see some nice photos from that great event. We are very pleased and want to thank everybody who supported us. And we promise we will not stop, but keep going and improving. Next, I want to show you some of the companies that we've been working with and enjoying helping with the operations management. They vary in terms of size and types of the equipment and the focus of the operations. And also, I would like to thank all our clients. So now, Michael will start with the RigER modules. And go ahead, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, Dasha. And hello, everyone. And let's talk about our product and what is it about and how the entire idea come from and how we started. So the main purpose of RigER is to cover all the operations of oilfield rentals and service companies from first client call to final invoice, including oilfield sales, price management, dispatching and scheduling, reservations and backups, field operations, fleet management, inventory management, equipment inspections, repairs and maintenance, invoicing and billing practices, and purchases, safety and HR, and at the end, cost control and advanced analytics. So the entire operation of requirements from the oil field coming to our product. And the latest update was RigER 7.0 Oklahoma City. And this is an updated view of RigER modules from purchases, subrentals, operations, HR, safety, sales, etc. So let us move forward and go step by step and see what we have in each module and what kind of functions we can cover by those documents and settings. So the purchases give us an opportunity to track all the purchase orders, and we can control PO approvals and PO requests. Based on the PO, we can build bill of lading and purchase invoices. And purchase invoices could be export to the accounting system. So this is the way how we can connect RigER and, for example, QuickBooks. Another addition which we recently added to the system was an expense claim. The expense claim, it's a field technician or any employee expenses which can be converted to the tickets and invoiced to the client accordingly. So another special features is fast purchases when we skip the PO approvals and can do this faster. Chargeback when we can convert incoming invoices to the outgoing invoices with markups. Rework repairs and part conversions as another options for the purchase module. Subrentals, it's another way how our rental equipment can become part of our fleet. And in this situation, we do the subrental agreement as a document which defines prices and terms, and subrental tickets, both in and out, which control movement of the subrental equipment. And yes, subrental means that you re-rent equipment from your vendor to your client, and you start tracking rental fee and subrental fee both simultaneously. In some cases could be different terms, in some cases could be different rates. And the special features of the subrental agreement is a standby fee, subrental fee, like a percentage of the rental fee, subrental analysis, and short-term and long-term subrentals available as well. The Oilfield Operations is wide and growing module. As you compare, like just recently, we sitting and discussing that. It just doubled like last year. Since last year, it was like lots of different features and functions added to Oilfield Operations. Again, it's our main focus. That is why we're developing this in our software. So the big thing is the price management, the sales, reservations of the units, safety, field operations, fleet management, and invoicing. So let's consider like a step-by-step different part of the oilfield operations. So the price management, we have sometimes four levels of the price management. So the starting point or general level is a price list. So when you enter the prices, rental prices, services prices, consumable prices as a general price list. So it's like a maximum. Usually it's a maximum level. The price agreement, particular prices for particular client or particular group of clients, which we call divisions. Say, for example, we have several clients, they build particular prices for different group of clients. Say, for example, within one client, they can have like several divisions. Say, Western Texas and South Texas could have different prices. Or another example, agricultural clients and oil and gas clients will have different prices. So you can set up the different prices for different clients based on the divisions allocation. Another layer is the specific clients with the client, specific prices for the client for the particular period of time. It could be a price agreement for the year for this client, and you just provide a particular prices for this, like 50% discount for EOG, for 2019, for example. And the more advanced level is allocation or RSA, rental service agreement level, where you can set up a particular price for particular job. Sales. So when we talk about sales, we use those price settings, depending on how the price is set up, the salesperson can select prices or they can pop up automatically in rental service agreement. And based on that, we have a client approval, management approval, and if the quote rejected, we can analyze the rejections reasons and run the rejection reasons report so the management can understand what's going on and why so many our proposals rejected from the client perspective, or why we couldn't provide any specific service or any specific equipment on time, something like that. Next, very fresh addition to the system is a reservation, when we can reserve rental units for a specific job, say for a particular location, for particular client, we can reserve particular unit numbers, which is very important when you have a big volume of transactions and you need to control and be sure that all your jobs will be fulfilled in time and in a timely manner. So, and definitely it will change the status of the equipment. And to control that process, we generate a reserve report, which show us under reserve or over reserve rental service agreements, because in some cases, the quantity in the rental service agreement can change, or a reservation procedure can change as well. So you can reserve or unreserve items, deliver some of the items already to the location. So it's a very, very important module for some of the clients. It's optional one. It's not a mandatory thing. However, it's very useful. Safety. Safety is number one priority for oil and gas. And we have lots of documents about the safety. So vehicle inspection, hot work permits, job safety analysis, near miss report, incident report, and universal checklist, which can give the opportunity to the administrator to build the own checklist for the safety documents, and definitely safety dashboard, which give the opportunity to the safety operator, safety officer to control in real time what's going on. And if, say, for example, some of the ticket run without GSA, the safety officer will receive notification. Field operations. So when we come to the field operations, we have two sets of tickets: rental tickets and field tickets. So rental tickets focusing on the rental operations, focusing on primary focus for the rental equipment, services, consumables, and crew hours can be added, but again, primary is equipment. A field ticket mostly focusing on the service. It could be equipment, but the equipment become a secondary. But service and consumables and crew hours become a number one priority for those tickets. So we have clients who use only rental ticket. We have clients who use only field tickets because they mostly focus on the service, not rental part of the oil field operations. But most of our clients use both rentals and field tickets together. And in some cases, when the rental operations come to the end, you can run a sales ticket based on the rental ticket, because you, for example, sell some of the rental units to the client. And at the end of the day, you combine together all the tickets, rental tickets, sales ticket, fuel tickets, repair tickets to the one final invoice. We have very advanced invoicing in a system. It will have like 5 different algorithms of the invoice generation. It could be only service, it could be only rentals, it could be a particular location, it could be a particular status of location. And we have a rental invoice generator, which gives you an opportunity to run automatically at the end of the month all the rental invoices. So it speed up the invoicing processes from days to minutes, literally. Another addition for invoicing is an invoice requirements control, when you can set up mandatory fields for a particular oil company requirement, and then you can set up and control that for every single invoice. Create memo rental breaks, another way how you can adjust the invoices and the invoice dates. For example, we talk about rental breaks, or create memo can adjust literally everything. Equipment operations, it's big, and I can tell you it's huge right now in oil field and oil patch. The inspections, repairs, and maintenance become more and more important topics because the efficiency of usage of the equipment, or the long life, or the right maintenance or preventive maintenance give us more and better the bottom line at all the rental operations. So the inspections again could be very flexible. You can set up inspection template, then run inspection register and inspection card for every single unit number, track all those stuff, and based on the inspection, depending on the results, you can run the repair card and track all the repairs with services and spare parts, etc. Same thing with maintenance tickets and maintenance cards. Another big module is an HR, which gives you the ability to hire, fire employees, move employees from one department to another, track like vacations and days off to understand what's going on from the dispatching perspective. And definitely the primary goal is to run the payroll report, labor cost analysis report, and sales commission. So at the end of the day, the information from all the tickets, fuel tickets, rental tickets, repair tickets, even intercompany transfers, everything goes to the payroll report, and we know number of hours which we need to add to the payroll to this particular payroll period. Sales, it's a general sales when you have like a period sales without oilfield operations, when you decide to sell your rental units, like traditional sales order with approval and control, and sales shipment, when you can send the rental units, goods, services, unit numbers, and sales invoice, which can be exported to accounting systems as well. Other operations like fleet management, it's an intercompany transfer, which gives an opportunity to move equipment around the company, between shops, between yards. The assembly list, combining rental units together, building and assembling, and you can manage that process and assemble and disassemble all the rental units. Defective unit list gives you an opportunity to understand the condition of the equipment when it's stored in storage. The item disposal, another way how you can take out all the equipment from the fleet. Bill of materials can convert materials to the goods, so we can combine materials together or modify materials or build, for example, repair kits or different solutions from the chemicals, etc. So very, very important document, which we usually use as a manufacturer or part of the manufacture process. And initial balances, more service document when we enter initial balances when we start implementing RigER with the new client. So this is what we have in a cloud, but portion of this of those modules are right now available in the mobile applications, and Gleb will tell about this.
Thank you very much, Michael. Hello, everyone. My name is Gleb Kobits, and I'm VP of Operations in RigER here. So let's talk a little bit about the mobile applications of RigER, which are pretty impressive. And as of now, we have 4 different mobile applications available in the App Store and also in the Google Play. So you can utilize those applications for different kind of scenarios in your company. So precisely, I'm talking about the different roles that can be utilizing the mobile applications. And there are 4 major roles in RigER, which are sales, dispatchers, field technicians, and purchase managers. So according to these terms, we have designed 4 mobile applications for Oilfield Operations, the general mobile app for the general managers or operation managers who will need to have an access to pretty much every functionality and all the functionality of the system. Also, there is a sales RigER application, which is designed mostly for the sales guys to generate quotes in the field and send them directly to the customers. And also another application which is available is the purchases, through which you can generate purchase requests and purchase orders. As you can see, the different applications have different functionality in it. So say if we talk about the white one, which is the first in the column, this general mobile application supports pretty much all the documents that we have in the desktop application, but definitely the mobile version of RigER is limited with the functionality because of the technical reasons and the platform capabilities of Apple and Google. So we've tried to put as much functionality in the mobile application as we could. And again, everything is built on the basis that what specific person needs to do in the field once he's using the mobile application. The good thing about the RigER mobile is that it can be accessed on every device. And one person can utilize up to 3 devices within one account. So now let's take a little bit closer look at the Oilfield Sales application. And now you can see on your screen. So if you used your iPads for this application, it is much more useful rather than using the iPhones because of the bigger screens. And in the Oilfield Sales, the employee can generate a new rental service agreement, which is also considered as a quote. And he can put as many details about the client job, like client name, client location, the date of this job, and also additional information about the well, rig, division, etc. So all this information can be stored in the application. Now, next is the Oilfield Operation is designed mostly for the operation guys when they can create tickets in the field on the mobile app. Also, they can perform safety jobs and do the field tickets or service tickets right in the field. So they can collect the signatures on their mobile devices screens and attach this signature to the documents and send directly to the customers for the approval. Now let's move on, and the next application that I'd like to talk about is the purchases. So as I already said, we can generate purchase order request in the mobile app, send it for approval to the purchase manager. Once this is approved by the purchase manager, we can receive back the reply and now fill in the purchase order with much more information. So this information will directly flow to the cloud storage, and the office employees can approve the purchase order and proceed it to the bill of lading and purchase invoice on the desktop application. Our suggestion, and usually our methodology to implement the RigER mobile to the company is within the two phases, because we usually implement RigER first in the office to the office employees on the desktops, because it gives you more understanding how the full system works once you are using the desktop application. And when you understand it, now you can include your field personnel to the loop and provide them mobile applications so they can utilize pretty much the same information as you have in the cloud, but with some limitation, as I already said.
Yeah, and usually it takes like 2 to 6 months from between phase 1 and phase 2.
Right. So let's move on. And now we've come to the first Q&A session. It's not the end of our presentation today, so please ask us questions and we'll be happy to answer them if you have any.
We have some questions already. So the first question is, are all modules included to standard configuration, or do we need to enable them separately?
Good question. Thank you so much. So yes, the modules are, you can switch on and off some of the modules are mandatory. For example, we couldn't skip the Oilfield Operations because the whole purpose of the system is about that. But say, for example, if the company do not use a Subrental module, they will not see that. If you do not use, for example, HR at this moment, you can open and add the HR module down the road, but as a beginning, we usually recommend to start from a very basic configuration and then add modules as they need it. Say, for example, one of the complex module is the equipment inspections, and we usually recommend to add the equipment inspections gradually. When you able to move everything smoothly without inspections, then you add the inspections, add complexity, then you add after that when everything works with the inspections, you add maintenance. So it's like a growing processes that when we add complexity as the company needs, the company growing, and usually could be different solutions. That is why we have a configuration meeting at every implementation to understand what needs to be for this particular client, and this particular time, what kind of configuration will be the best solution for them.
Thank you, Michael. I actually have one more question about modules from John. Thank you, John. So the question is, do we need to pay for each module? I mean, is there a separate cost for implementing each one of them?
Some of some of the modules are included to the configuration. Some of the modules are optional. Say, for example, the Subrental is an optional module, and yes, it will associate with some monthly fee to support this module. And in some cases, it could be not only monthly fee, but the setup fee, because some of the modules required a lot of attention how to smoothly add it to the system.
Thank you. No more questions as for now. We will have a second Q&A session, so if you have any more questions, please ask them a bit later. And we go further to reports and dashboards.
Yeah. So reports and dashboards are very important, and we have more than 10 reports, 10 dashboards with different purposes. So most popular is the rental units availability dashboard, which you see right now. When you see all the rental units and different statuses of the rental units, different locations, and if they are available, they will be showing in different departments or yards. And if they deployed, will showing the deployed client rig location. And some of the clients, they use different prices, so it will automatically showing all the price levels for different clients, for different settings, departments, divisions. So the unit number status is another dashboard which gives you the full control of every single moment the status of every unit number. Consumables and parts, another dashboard, which pretty much the same which you see right now. The dispatch field technicians, dispatch rental units, showing availability of the rental units and status of the rental units, the location history, and Oilfield Job Dashboard. So the Oilfield Job Dashboard, again, it's a very fresh addition to the system, version 7.0, Oklahoma City. And here you can see all your active jobs with the client locations and days in the particular month. And the green green boxes means that it's an active job. All those triangles are actually the tickets, and at the bottom you will see those tickets and what in it. So it's very useful. Then you can see the entire information without open any documents, and definitely can open documents from there. Location history dashboard, showing you the location view of this a particular job, and how the rental units and services provided, what kind of documents involved in that. And you can see the entire picture for every single job. And we have more than maybe 100 different reports about rental units, the prices, the inventory, documents, utilizations, oilfield rental services, subrentals, revenue of costs, HR, safety, tech skills and qualifications. So it's like everything, all the information we collect, we can extract from the database and provide the reports. And literally every week we add 1 or 2 reports as the clients requested, and that they become growing. Another great feature that you can email reports, set up almost all the reports right now available for email reporting. It means that you select a report, you select a schedule. Say, for example, in this particular case, we have Tuesday at 9:30. We have the outstanding invoice report. We select recipient list, so who will receive this report, and boom. Yeah. Every Tuesday we receive the report as it's set up. So very useful feature. Please contact us if you like to use it. It's very, very simple to set up, and the management team will love it because it's very powerful. You do not need to go to the system. You open a PDF file right at your phone, even available with that very, very fresh and updated information. Another feature is an email notification when you communicate and depending on the status change of the particular document, for example, rental service agreement or tickets or invoice, you can set up who needs to be informed and what kind of information needs to be sent to the particular person. Say, for example, if the dispatcher assigned a task to the field tech, so field tech can receive an email with PDF file, and PDF file, that attachment will be this delivery ticket or return ticket, or service ticket, whatever. And yeah, let's talk about the integration, and Gleb will cover this topic.
All right, thank you very much. Let's switch our gears to the integration question. So we won't be so proud of our product if we wouldn't have connected to different systems and software out there on the market. So we do integrate RigER with accounting software like QuickBooks and Sage 50, or in the United States it's Peachtree. So different versions of those two accounting softwares are available to be integrated with RigER. So within these integration points, we can send invoices or kind of different documents like purchase invoices, rental invoices, service invoices, or sales orders, sales invoices, to those two accounting systems. So you don't need anymore to manually enter these documents in the accounting software, so information flows seamlessly from one software to another one. Also, we have connected RigER to the more advanced accounting software, which is the Microsoft Dynamics 365. Now it's called Business Central. So again, if you use this bigger system, we still can transfer information from our operational management software to this accounting information system. Now let's take a look at the bottom ones, which are OilDex and Cortex. Those two electronic billing systems are also available for the connection with RigER. So you can, again, send your invoices from RigER to those two systems, get the approval from the customer, and collect money. So everything works perfectly once you have set this up with our help, and you can exchange information in a matter of a few seconds. Also, we definitely connect RigER to Microsoft Office Suite, which is Outlook and Excel. So you can download your data from RigER to Excel's spreadsheets, or you can send emails out of RigER to your customers using the Outlook application. Google Maps are also available for having an information and at what locations on the map you have your jobs or equipment dispatched. So it's more visible for the operation team to analyze where we do our services. And DocuSign system also is available for the electronic signatures.
And at the end, let's consider the oilfield job cycle. So how the oilfield job cycle can be done in RigER. So the salesperson start everything from the mobile app and generate the sales quote or rental service agreement, print, email, upload photos, and send for management to approval. So the management approve of this and send everything to the dispatcher, and the dispatcher schedule the job and send to-do list to the field technician. So the field technician in the field using a computer or a mobile phone do the job, send everything back to the dispatcher for the control. The dispatch assign like everything, control the quantity and quality of the job, check the hours, and send everything for the accountant for the invoicing. And as everything is a one system, so the RigER connecting the organization and just to build a one point where you can see the sales information, the operational information, accounting, and definitely field transactions all there. And this is the power of RigER, and this is why we did that. So this is like everything for today. We tried to make it as condensed as possible because definitely it's lots of different details which probably will be lots of questions about that. So yes, please feel free to ask your questions and see how it works. And Dasha, do we have any questions?
Yes, we actually do. So the question is, can we integrate RigER with the AEP payroll system?
Okay, good question. So yes, this is in our product development map, roadmap, and the ADP integration will be done as soon as our clients will have that kind of request. But definitely, we have right now the export to Excel, like we can export those payroll report to Excel, and the only connection could be like import this data from Excel. So definitely we need to have the case, and after that the integration will be done smoothly, depending on the connectors. So because like different software has different connections.
Thank you, Michael. I do not see any more questions as for now.
Good. So if you will have any questions or you need to see like a very detailed information, so feel free to book your demo today. We have like lots of different ways how you can do that. So you can call us, you can email us, and go to the web rigor.us, click the book a demo, and fill out the form. Just email, last name, and company name, and that we will contact you, and we'll schedule the demo. So the next week we will do a webinar, and so I'd like to invite you. It's a very important webinar for the last update. We will talk about user roles and functions. So please join us next Wednesday, October 30th at 1 p.m. So we will go through all the user roles and functions and how to set up and how to use this new functional in RigER, and how to set up properly the user rights in your system. And to whom who will eventually will go to the Abu Dhabi, I'd like to invite you to our booth in November. So we will participate in Canadian Pavilion and Digitalization Zone stand 3157, and we can meet and talk about digital oil field. So thank you so much, and talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.